Alright, go ahead. Good. Hey everybody, I'm back. As you can see, I got my head gasket set in. There's also intake and exhaust manifold, valve cover, pushrod cover. Actually, a couple things on here, more than I remembered. So I got a whole seal kit ready to go into this, but gotta take some linkages off first. So I gotta get that done. Then what I'm gonna do is, instead of taking the intake and exhaust manifolds off, I'm going to leave them on the head because those gaskets are still good. I don't want to touch these bolts if they're good because I don't want to break them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna undo the exhaust, obviously undo that. Gas line, drain the gas, all the carb linkages. I'm gonna do all that, take the air filter off obviously, and the valve cover, and just lift the whole head off with the intake and exhaust manifold and carburetor as one unit. Set that on the side somewhere, probably on the old workbench, and look at the pistons, look at the head, see how everything is, and then we'll go from there. Alright. Alrighty, I've got the valve cover bolts off, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can get that off. See if we can whack this loose. There's a little more stuck on there than I anticipated. Alright, let me get some tools. Alrighty, so I've got a putty knife and I'm going to try my luck and see if I can get under there with this. I would like to save this gasket, but if we can't, we can't. I've got another one. Just less work for me to do. Okay. That putty knife is all the way in there. So, what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to see if I can get a little farther in, then use it and whack it that way with a hammer or something. Let's see what I got here on the old tool chest. Don't know how much of this you can see with my arms in the way, so let me get working on it, then I'll get back to you. Okay, let's see if this thing will finally come off. Look at that Permatex. That's a quality product. Yeah, get it over the fuel. Okay. Alrighty, I'm back. So, got a lot done while the camera was off. The coils unbolted from the head. Valve covers off, obviously. The, let's see, what's here? Valve cover's all good. Here's the old air filter for the carburetor, which is a little one barrel. I believe it's a Rochester. I can't remember what exactly came stock. But, that's how the rockers look. Springs don't look bad at all. Oh, that's another thing I gotta disconnect. Gotta disconnect the gas line. Everything else other than I believe that's the temperature sensor. Well, not sensor, but temperature gauge. Line. Everything else is disconnected, but it's getting dark on me, so I'm gonna wait until another day so I can drain the coolant down, get everything out of the head so it's not a complete mess, hopefully. Then I got to take the thermostat housing off, take the hoses off, at least. I've got the radiators open, the petcock is draining down there. I've got a nice sized bucket, if you can see it. Yep, there it is. Nice sized bucket holding everything, so hopefully not making a mess. The top heater cord line is disconnected. Well, here it is. top heater cord line is disconnected. Both these clamps are off the upper heater hose, not heater, the upper radiator hose. So now I gotta pop this off the thermostat and the top of the radiator. So I'm gonna get that done, then I'll get back to you. Alrighty everybody, the coolant's drained in the bucket. And it's one more step done. Just gotta drain what's little coolant is left in the thermostat. And then do the gas line. Radiator's empty. And the only thing I have left before I start unbolting the head is doing the gas line and the temperature sensor. Well, not sensor, but temperature gauge line. Alrighty. Hey everybody, the head gasket is in, the head's on, and everything is back on, the engine's running. While I had the head off, I decided to pull pushrod cover, did that gasket. I figured I might as well replace everything since it was off. So I did the valve cover gasket because that was torn, so I had to replace that. So then I did the pushrod cover, and I did the thermostat gasket. So all surface gaskets are good, and hopefully this will solve my problem of leaking coolant into one of the cylinders, cylinder 3 it was. So it's running good now. It's actually running smoother than it's ever run. I did an oil change and flushed the system, the cooling system, after I did the head. I just stuck the hose in the top of the radiator and just opened the headcock on the radiator. So once it did fill, it was just cycling through non-stop, nice fresh water. So hopefully it flushed out anything I might have missed while cleaning the head. So yeah, it's running smooth, it's running good, it's quiet. New oil, new coolant, and new gaskets, and hopefully no problems. Alrighty.